Hello and welcome to Retail Insight here at the Spring Fair. I'm Jeff Banks and I'm delighted to have with us Daniel Kullman, all the way from Germany and representing EK Retail. This is the 75th anniversary of the Spring Fair, and quite amazingly, it still remains the largest trade fair in the United Kingdom. Incredible, celebrating 75 years. But more importantly, it's the people that actually contribute and make up that fair that actually make it the success it is. So Daniel, what is it that EK Retail actually does?
Yeah, we are a buying group, a cooperative of 4,000 retailers all over Europe with 8,000 stores, and doing business in 6 different sectors like sports, DIY, home, living, furniture, books.
So how does a retail buying co-op actually work in terms of who the co-op members are, and how do you identify product that you recommend to them that they should be buying?
Well, our members are all independent retailers, family-owned businesses, entrepreneurs. We do buying together, so we have a wholesale own warehouse, but also settlement. So we have 6,500 different suppliers at EK, and the retailers can select from these products assortments we offer.
So if you put a product up on your online or on your platform that, let's say, is a football shirt, that members of the organisation, they can actually determine whether they want to buy into that football shirt for their shop in Hamburg, for instance. Is that how it works?
Yeah, it's a little bit different between the concepts. We have franchise retailers, retailers in franchise concepts. So we have 70 or 80% buying together and agreed assortment, and only 20-30% is, let's say, free to select. And other members are just buying members, and they can select as they want, percentage or whatever from our offer. So that's different.
And are you concentrating mainly on bricks and mortar retailers or e-commerce retailers?
Well, to be honest, we don't differentiate anymore. So we say a retailer, bricks and mortar, has to be also online, should be.
Yeah.
So that means most of them are mixed, but come from stationary business. We have also pure online retailers, but in our 99 years history, it's long time membership normally. So they are very long time member of EK, and most of them are started with bricks and mortar stores.
And how did that business start nearly 100 years ago? I mean, that's very interesting. Yeah. It's 100 years old.
Yeah. 1925, 3 retailers, hardware retailers, decided to buy together and to get better prices from the industry.
And who were they? People like Peek and Kloppenberg, or?
No. Small independent family-owned retailers with, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 employees, very small ones. They decided to start, and they grew quite fast.
Yeah.
So I think already in the 50s, 60s of the last century, it was a buying group of a couple of hundred members.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, in America, famously, there used to be, I imagine, similar, the Associated Merchandising Corporation, AMC, that was a similar co-op for American department stores. And their representatives here in the UK, they would actually select which suppliers they thought would resonate in America. Is that what happens with your organisation, that you're selecting suppliers that you think are going to work for your cooperative?
Yeah. Actually, that is because we look for suppliers who are able to differentiate our retailers. So our category management is looking for, let's say, new suppliers, different products, innovative things. They select, and then also they make a decision if it's in our stock, in our own warehouse, or is it a supplier, a contract supplier in central settlement.
Okay, so you as an organisation would be buying it, or and then warehousing it, or
correct.
Is it? That's correct.
Absolutely correct.
And then reselling it.
Correct. In a warehouse, yeah. And settlement means we get a contract with the supplier, and the retailer, let's say, order or buys it from the supplier, and the product goes directly to the retailer, but the invoicing is via us.
So you're a very powerful buying organisation.
Well, our B2B sales last year was around 2.5 billion euro, and our retailers stand for 5-6 billion euro per year on turnover, and in 11 countries.
A reasonable size business.
Yeah, it is. But size is, of course, important in this business.
Yes.
If you talk about joint forces and buying together.
Yeah. Brexit, how did that affect you?
Oh, the B word. I thought I was not allowed to say it.
Yeah.
I like to talk about Brenter, the British enter.
Yes.
But Brexit, yeah, of course, it was a cut for everyone. And of course, COVID came at the same time.
Well. Yeah.
It was terrible. And to be honest, it's much more difficult today to do business between Germany and the UK, of course. So we did more in the past. And also, it was like the first 1-2 years after Brexit, most suppliers were not able to deliver to Germany, not easily. Now it's different. They are export ready. More of them are export ready, and we handled all the, let's say, challenges. It's still more difficult than in the European Union, but of course it's also a chance. I mean, risk is always a chance, and I think one very well-known person in England said, "Never waste a good crisis." That's also something we do. That means that means not so many suppliers delivering to Germany anymore, or they stopped, or they struggle, or it's difficult for single retailers to order from English suppliers. That means it's our chance, because we have the structure, and we can handle it much better than one single retailer. So therefore...
And are you overcoming that bump in the road, you think?
Yes. I think the last 2 years we were on the way, and now more and more suppliers, exhibitors on the fair are export ready, and yeah. What I heard is that they all have warehouses in Europe, in the European Union. And the second thing is they handle all the things with customs and papers and everything, and also the extra costs.
Yeah.
That was 2 years ago, it was not. And that is what I hear more and more. And that helps, of course, our retailers, because if they have to, or we have to handle all these documents and things and costs and customs, and
you can't cope.
Yeah.
So when you attend Spring Fair, looking for potential people that you're going to act for, what are you looking for?
Differentiation is important. First of all, the diverse range of products in the show is fantastic, because we are, with our 6 business units, with sports, DIY, furniture, and gifts and electrical. It's a perfect match, because the show, the fair, is also very with a great range of different sectors.
Yeah, I think diversity is incredible.
Yeah. Well, diversity of range is very special in spring and autumn fair. I think there's no other fair in Europe, maybe in the world, with that such kind of range and variety, and therefore we like it very much.
So again, what you're looking for in terms of supplier or brand or whatever you would call it that attracts you, what is it you actually look for that's going to resonate in Europe?
It sounds maybe strange, but we look for suppliers who are not known in the European and German market, who are maybe not delivered today in the market, because if we are the first ones, or exclusively, then it's much better for us, of course, and it's a big advantage we can take.
Yeah. Made in England, is that any value these days?
It's an advantage, yes, but it's very hard to find, because made in England, the brand maybe is made in England, the products are mostly made in China. It is like it is. But of course, yes, if it's really, it's one thing we look for. If it's made in Britain, if it's special, different from other products, if there's a history, for example, the product is made of something you do not expect. A pot made of railway tracks, for example. To give one example from one exhibitor, that's an interesting story. And these kind of stories we need, because we talk about specialized independent retailer. and they do not sell over the price, and they deliver service quality and also a little bit story. They sell the perfect steak, not the pan.
So uniqueness of product is essential to you.
Yeah, that's uniqueness of product is a very important thing, of course. Yeah. And also the brand, maybe innovative and good brand with a story.
And how do you assist and help those suppliers actually integrate one with your business and with the European market? What help do you give them?
Well, to be honest, we do not really help the suppliers. Let's say it like this. We go with a group of retailers to the fair, a group of 15, 20, 25 retailers, buyers. We select new products, new brands, and then we talk with the suppliers about a contract. And of course, we support having a distributor or warehouse. We can connect them to people in Europe, but we don't do it because we are, as a cooperative, we have to be somehow neutral, independent for all our 6,500 suppliers. So we cannot, let's say, give one an advantage and the other not. So therefore...
Yeah, but somehow, with the buying strength that you've got, you might actually come across a very unique individual, new product, startup, and that with assistance to actually encourage them, you could actually grow the potential of that supplier.
Yeah, we can bring the supplier together with someone who support, who do the marketing, who distribute, who's helping regarding warehouse and everything. But we, as a cooperative, as a buying group, we don't do it because then we have to do it for every supplier.
Okay.
And that's not possible. And we have to be somehow equal to everybody.
Yeah. Very difficult, the scale of your platform and the changing arena in retail between now bricks and mortar and online. How are you seeing your approach to the transference of that online business?
Yeah. Well, independent retailers, they need a little bit more time for the transformation into an omni-channel, multi-channel retailer.
Do you help them with that?
Yes,
as to how they can make that change?
Yes, of course. So we offer not only suppliers products, we have a big range of services. Is it online websites? Is it platforms? But also business intelligence, monitoring, AI. So all the digital services we offer to our retailers. So we have a big range of things. So in fact, we have three different kinds of, our business model has three different kinds of support. One is regarding products, assortment, category management. The second thing is concepts, franchise, like Intersport. We are a shareholder of Intersport. So we offer franchise concepts. And the third one is services, like also tax advising, marketing, digital services, everything they need, from a rental car or a leasing car or electricity contract up to a whole concept for the store, for example.
So if I'm a small retailer in Hamburg and I want to be involved and take advantage of AK, apart from my actual retail element and the source of product, there's this whole other platform of services that you're offering your members, from assistance in e-commerce marketing, public relations, whatever it may be. That all comes in part of the package.
Yeah. Of course, sometimes there's an extra fee if you want to use a franchise concept, for example.
It ain't for nothing.
But we offer, I think, the whole variety of services a retailer needs. That's true, yes. And it's all in the package, if you are a member of the cooperative.
Now, you bring 25 retailers to the Spring Fair. How well are they looked after?
Well, I think they were very satisfied because German retailers are not mono stores. So even if it's a small store, it's some kind of department store, because a houseware retailer has also toys or hardware, for example. They are always with a mixed assortment, and therefore they were very interested in the fair because of it's similar with all these different categories we found. And yeah, everybody's looking forward to come back.
But they get looked after by the hive people running the exhibition.
It's also something I did not experience in any other fair. The hospitality, they are the staff with these blue shirts. I don't remember. Can I help you? May I help you? Whatever it stands on the shirt. And also the hospitality of the hive group is very extraordinary. It's very special, it's a large fair. But it's a feeling like coming home or being in a family. It's really, very positive.
So how would you compare it with something like Maison Objet in Paris?
You picked the special ones.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, comparison is always difficult, but let's say like that. Spring Fair and Autumn Fair are very, very open to anyone. If you are a buyer, a retailer, so everybody feels very welcome, and that's not everywhere.
Right, that's the difference.
That is a big difference. Yes, I mean, if it's all the lounges, hospitality to get the ticket, and of course, if I come with 10, 15, 20, 25 retailers, independent buyers, retailers, they are not good in English. They are in their villages talking everyday German, and not used to speak English. That means they need a little bit more support than an English independent retailer, I guess. And they were so happy with all the support, and everybody was very open to help, and very, very positive.
Any plans to expand that service to UK retailers? Because we don't have, to my knowledge, there are one or two small organisations that still exist, similar, but not many now in the UK. There used to be quite a few. They've all gone by the wayside. Any plans to expand into the UK?
No plans, because then we have to talk again about the B word. It makes it unfortunately too difficult. If that is maybe different in future, yes, it would be very interesting. There are some cooperatives similar, not with these different sectors units we have, but in each sector we have an English cooperative in each sector. So it would be very interesting to work together, to join forces, do things together. And we have a lot of cooperations, by the way, all over the world even, with other cooperatives working together. So yes, it would be great to do that, but I think the time has not come for that. So I think, we need some more, maybe some kind of trade agreement or whatever, less challenges between the countries. Yeah.
Okay. There you are, having to have a crystal ball as to where your buyers are going to direct your retail members. How do you actually direct the trend or absorb the trend, whether it's on colour or on product type and category? How does that happen?
Yeah.
Who predicts?
Yeah, it's always not easy, of course, but we go to a lot of congresses, conferences. We talk to people who advise in these things, like a trend researcher. And of course, also we go to many fairs and see what's happening there and compare. And also to mention, sometimes we try also to set trends, because we are large enough to bring something in the market that is not a trend yet, but maybe we try to make it a trend.
So would you be a member of the World Colour Council that meets here in London, that actually decides on what the colours are going to be 2 years ahead or not?
To be honest, I don't know if we are a member of these things. I know that we also in the US is Pantone.
Pantone.
Pantone, Inspired Home. So there's also
predicted colour, but they don't necessarily. The World Colour Council actually tries to predict what colours are going to be the trend 2 years down the road, so that people in manufacturing fibre, people manufacturing dyes, people manufacturing stockings, they know what the colour trend is, and it's agreed. But
I think we talk also to our suppliers. We don't have any own products, of course. We do some private labeling, but in fact, we do not manufacture any products. So that means for the suppliers, much more important to know the trends,
Yeah.
because they manufacture the products, of course. But for us, it's good to know if the trend is coming to get it in the warehouse. But normally, we are also in intense discussions with our suppliers, and they have, of course, also people who get the trends quite early.
And if you had to pick one word, and I know it's not your natural language, one word to describe the Spring Fair, how would you describe it?
One word. Well, I would use a word. Tell me if it's a good word in English language, but I used it already. It's extraordinary.
Perfect.
The word is extraordinary because I don't see any fair in the world similar to that one.